Hey everyone! So let's talk about something I know is on a lot of your minds. That big, kind of scary question. How do I actually sound like a native English speaker? It's like the ultimate goal, right? But it can feel, well, a little out of reach.
But let's stop for a second. What does that really mean, sounding native? Does it mean you have to have a flawless American accent? Or a perfect British one? Or is there something more to it? I'm going to let you in on a few secrets today. And trust me, they're probably not what you're thinking.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to completely redefine what sounding native is all about. Then, we'll get into the music of English. Yep, you heard me right. After that, we'll talk about putting real emotion into your voice. And finally, and this one is huge, we're going to get into the native mindset.
All right, let's dive right into part one, redefining what it means to sound native. Because I'm telling you, it's not what you think.
Okay, first things first, let's just bust a huge myth right now. So many of us think sounding native is all about getting rid of our accent and copying a new one perfectly. But that's not it at all. The real secret is about speaking smoothly, naturally. It's about finding that rhythm, that flow that native speakers have. It's really just about making sure people can understand you without having to strain.
And that really gets to the heart of it. See, the goal isn't perfection, it's connection. Think about it. When your English just flows, people stop hearing an accent. They just hear you. They hear your ideas, your personality, and isn't that what we all want?
So, okay, if it's all about this flow and connection, how in the world do we get there? Well, that leads us straight into our second secret, the music of English. It's all about finding your rhythm.
This idea is a total game changer. Native speakers don't speak one word at a time. No way. They speak in chunks, in little groups of words. It's like English has its own beat, its own melody, and that melody comes from linking words together, not saying each one separately.
Let me show you what I mean. If I say, "What are you doing?" You understand me, sure, but it sounds like a robot, right? But a native speaker smushes it all together into one smooth sound. What you doing? See? That's the music. That's the flow. This whole thing has a name. It's called connected speech, and it is honestly the secret weapon to sounding natural. And look, this isn't slang or bad grammar. When people say wanna instead of want to, or didya for did you, or gotta for got to, that's not lazy. That's just how English is really spoken.
So you're probably thinking, okay, great, but how do I practice this? There's this amazing technique called shadowing. It's super simple. First, you just listen to a little bit of a native speaker, maybe from a movie or a podcast. Then, right away, you try to repeat exactly what they said. But here's the trick. Don't just copy the words. Try to copy the music, the rhythm, the tone, the ups and downs. It's like being a voice actor.
Okay, so we've got the rhythm down. Now, let's add the next layer. This is where it gets really fun. Let's talk about the emotion in your voice and how to make your words really mean something.
The magic word here is intonation. All that means is the rise and fall of your voice, kind of like the melody line in the song. Without intonation, your English can be perfectly correct, but it'll sound, well, flat, robotic. Intonation is what breathes life into your words. Let's play a little game with just one word, really. Okay, listen to this. Really? What emotion do you hear? Surprise, right? Maybe a little disbelief? My voice went up at the end and it turned into a question. Okay, now listen to the same exact word, but with a different tune. Really. See? Totally different feeling. Now it sounds like I agree with you or I'm certain about something. Same word, two completely different messages. That is the power of intonation. Want a super fun way to practice this? Okay, grab anything to read. A news article, a page from a book, anything. First, read it out loud like you're totally bored. Just flat. Then, read the same thing again, but this time, you're super excited about it. And, for the grand finale, read it like you're really mad. You'll feel a little silly, but I promise it's an incredible workout for your voice. Okay, we've covered rhythm and emotion. But this last piece, this might just be the most important one of all. We're talking about your mindset. It's all about how you think like a native speaker.
So think about it. As learners, we're often obsessed with being correct, right? We're so afraid of making a tiny mistake. But a native speaker, honestly, they're not thinking about that. They're just focused on getting their idea out there, on making a connection. They prioritize flow over perfection.
So here's my challenge to you. Stop correcting yourself in the middle of a sentence. I know, it's hard, but every single time you stop to fix a little grammar point,
You kill your momentum. You completely break that beautiful rhythm we've been talking about. It's so much better to just keep going. Keep the flow alive. Because at the end of the day, it really comes down to this simple truth. Confidence sounds more native than any accent. Seriously, when you speak like you believe in what you're saying, when you focus on your message, people listen. They lean in. They're not analyzing your grammar, they're connecting with your ideas. So let's boil this all down. What's the secret formula? It's really just 3 things. First, listen. But I mean really listen for the music of English. Second, copy. Don't just copy words, copy the rhythm and the emotion. And third, speak. Speak without fear. Aim for connection, not perfection.
Look, the point of all this isn't to sound American or British or to pretend you're someone you're not. It's about sounding authentic. It's about sounding like you. It's about letting your amazing personality and all your great ideas come through loud and clear. So I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to find your true voice in English?